Welcome to the network. I am the immortal Biggest Shack. I am Mr. Banger. I got more bangers than an orangutan at a banger stand. I am Mr. Banger. So this is Immortal Biggest Shack, and I am. This is the network. Come on, man, focus. All right, we got a spotlight. I got a doozy for y'all. I love this. So I've told y'all before, Mary Severin's my favorite. It's because I ain't got no light. Mary Severin's my favorite female artist, right? And we're going to watch a video today. And this is I'll let him explain it to you, but here's the rough draft. I got to show y'all this because it's amazing. All right. Focus. Anyways, so in the mid 60s to 70s, Mary Stanley realized that comic book covers were very important to um, persuading people to buy comics and influencing them, right? So he wanted to be able to control what was on each comic book cover instead of letting the artist do it, because you can have duplicates, and they used to put out wall layouts of all the comics so they could see the comic book covers that came out through the weeks and how they looked and blah, blah, blah. Well, anyways, Mary Severin, he went to Mary Severin. He said, for this issue of Incredible Hulk, this issue of Captain America, this issue of Spider-Man, I want the cover to have this person doing this and that, right? And she would make a quick little layout and a quick little sketch, and she would give it to the cover artist that was going to work on it, be Kirby, Ramita, Buscema, whoever, and then they would draw it. So Mary Severin would, or Marie, however you want to say her name, was in control of 90% to 98% of all of the Silver Age, almost all. Not like FF1 or X-Men 1 or Avengers 1. A little bit after that, like 65, 66 on. All right. So I'm going to share this video with y'all and I'm going to show y'all because it's easier to show y'all than to tell you, right? All right, here we go. Took me a while to find this video. It's called The Mastermind Behind Marvel Comic Book Covers. And this will give you all you need to know.
As the saying goes, you're not supposed to judge a book by.
Okay, Thomas Patilli. This is a video from 3 months ago, I believe. I'm going to subscribe. And I'm going to leave a comment. I shared your video. Oh, I'll just put I subbed. I subscribed. Subscribed, and enjoyed your video. Thank you. This guy's got like 17,000. Fucking, he ain't worried about our piddly asses over here. All right, so here we go. Thumbs up. Here we go. Mary Severin, y'all. You ready? Here goes nothing. I'm gonna mute myself and let you.
Its cover, but as far as publishing is concerned, that couldn't be further from the truth. Evidently, we all actually do judge books by their covers, and no one knew this more than Marvel Comics in their heyday. I was recently going through this issue of Rough Stuff. I have a bunch of these magazines. I've mentioned them on this channel here before. There's also another magazine by the same publisher called Draw. This is part of an old collection of mine. This particular issue is from 2008. This is number 7, if anyone is interested in trying to find a used copy. But I like to dig through these magazines sometimes because there's some really great articles in here. And I feel like there's stuff in here that I haven't come across online. One of the things in this particular issue that I came across recently that I found really, really interesting was an article here on Marie Severin. Marie Severin is a comic artist from, I want to say, the 50s, 60s, and onward. She's probably best known for her work at both Marvel Comics and EC Comics. For a while there, she was a staff artist for Marvel Comics. And the crazy thing that I learned in this issue is that there was a period of time there in the late 60s to the early 70s where she was actually responsible for like 90% of the covers that Marvel was putting out at the time. Now, she wasn't drawing every cover. She wasn't making the finished art for every cover, but she was sort of like the mastermind visually behind every cover. She was designing in layout and thumbnail form a very large amount of the covers that were going out and then handing them off to whatever artist was going to create the final art for that comic, whether it was John Buscema, Gene Colan, Jack Kirby, whomever it might have been at the time. Prior to recently coming across this article, I really thought that the artist who had done the finished artwork for that particular cover, I thought it was their idea. But it turns out most of them were sketched out prior by Marie Severin. This was during that era where, this is the late 60s, early 70s, Marvel Comics has already sort of asserted themselves as a powerhouse in comics. Most of the characters that we know today were already created at this point. And Stan Lee just wanted a little bit more visual control over what was going out. He understood the importance of a cover. He knew that readers actually do judge a book by its cover. And over the course of decades of doing this, he understood what sold and what didn't. And if he just merely left it up to every artist who was working on their particular book to come up with a really cool idea for the cover, he thought, at least from a business perspective, maybe some of those covers, although might have been creatively really well done, they might not have hit certain marks in terms of marketing and selling to a particular audience. So as editor-in-chief, he just kind of wanted to like streamline that process and get a better visual idea of what was going out every month on those covers. And so doing this way in the office, they were able to put up all these sketches on the wall and see if there were any ideas that were like repeating themselves or featuring the same character too many times, or if some of the covers were running the risk of being just too stiff and boring. This way, they were able to kind of get like a macro perspective. Final image. You could see in some of these examples where some artists were very, very loyal to her.
So yeah, you could see
her sketch, and other artists took the basic idea and overall composition, but then tweaked certain elements here and
I have that book. As you can see, this is what I was telling you, man. Mary Severin is a bad ass, super important person for comic books, man. Maybe more important than you know. You know what I mean? So I am. I think that's very cool that she laid out all them covers. Like almost every comic cover from that era, she did it. You know. Let's watch one more interview. All right.
Well, my brother started working in comics, and he was doing various companies, and then he heard of EC, and he liked it there, and he was doing, I guess, the bulk of his work there for a while. And they got dissatisfied with the coloring that was being provided by the company that printed the plates for the, as most comic book outfits had their plates printed at this company, Chemical Color in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And they would send the artwork up there, and they would send back what they called silver prints and for me to color. But before then, they would do the coloring on a lot of the early Crime Patrol and the Love books and the cowboy books that they did before I was around. And when Harvey came, he was very interested in having accuracy and more artsy coloring, and so was Al for his horror books. They were beginning to take off, and they wanted to have a good quality of everything. And I had good quality stories, a good quality pencil inking, so forth, and design. And so my brother said, "Oh, you're unhappy. I bet my sister could do that stuff. She's coming along." So it wasn't really nepotism, because they would have fired me at the drop of a hat if I wasn't any good. But because my whole family was artistic, I could handle it. And I knew what they wanted, and I was starting out, so I was very interested in doing a good job. And then I got the whole line to color. Isn't that nice? No, it was the subject matter was fun to work with, really. And I learned a lot. And Harvey, the first story I did, I remember my brother came home and he says, "Harvey liked your stuff." He says, "You're the first person that didn't color the moon yellow." And I said, "What moon? I don't even remember the moon in the story." But, the moon to me, and only on special times is there a yellow moon. But you use the color, you use the white of the paper, as awful as the paper was in those days, as a color white. So that's what I did. But there was little things like that I was a little more thoughtful. In evaluating the depths of pictures, because I had a somewhat artistic training. And I did go to cartoonist and illustrator school for a short time, but most of my schooling was from my father and my brother, of course. Okay. My mother could draw too, but it was mostly my dad with the painting and so forth. Oh, right. Well, when I first met him, good vibes. Good vibes. And of course, he didn't have the big beard or anything. He was just a guy, a little heavy set. And they were very polite, tie and shirt guys, maybe them rolled up once in a while. But in those days, in the 50s, men dressed, and women, you went to work with heels on. That's why most of us turned out with bad feet if we continued working. But it was a regular business office. You could have been downtown or uptown or anything. It was just an office, and nobody looked slobby or anything. I'm not saying they look slobby today, but you know what I mean. Nobody came in short, ripped off dungarees, or it wasn't the style. The only one that was very, very casual was Williamson, because he was out playing ball with Frazetta and Torres and all his other friends, and he'd come in, they come in with the bat, and come on, I'm going to do this, and they were the kids, so.
Okay.
Yeah, and Bill was always cordial and very polite, and you just got the idea that he was the boss, but he didn't project like, "Don't fool around with me." It wasn't like that. He wasn't officious. He was very easygoing, nice, and he told you what he wanted, But there was a freedom there, as Al spoke of at the convention the other day, that Al gave a lot of freedom to his artists and stuff. And so did Harvey to a great extent, but Harvey would do layouts on the stories, so he had more, but he was more artsy-fartsy in his stuff, and I enjoyed Mad was a riot to do. Sometimes Mad was very difficult because if Elder would put all these gobbledygook things, these little jokes and eyeballs popping in, or a jar of olives that was eyeballs or things like that. And if you colored everything, you'd be lost of the story continuity. And a lot of kids told me that they would read the story first and then go back and look at all the funny stuff, So I colored that.
All right. So here's the myth, the master, the legend, Gil Kane. So I was Mary Severin. She started off at EC Comics. She got to Marvel. I don't think she ever did any DC, but there's original art she did for DC characters, stuff like that. Yeah, very cool, man. She was surrounded by legends. Her brother John was a fantastic artist, John Severin. And now we're going to look at some Gil Kane. Comic Con. Jim Wondering, Gil Kane and Jack Kirby. My kid's watching shit about a pig, so he's squilling. He's just a kid. Um. All right, we'll check this one out.
Welcome, the Archbishop of Fun, Gil's former assistant and a man who has drawn a few comics himself, Mr. Howard Chaykin.
Hey, Graham, how are you?
Hey, bud, how are you?
I'm in a good place for some fucking reason. I can't figure out why.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So we're going to be talking about somebody you knew personally.
Yeah. I mean, I met Gil when I was 13. I was at a used bookstore called my friend's book, Dave's Bookstore, which was a dump on Routh Avenue in Brooklyn. I was selling comics to try to turn him over, and he was there buying Will James books. He was Gil was a serious enthusiast for westerns, and he adored the way Will James drew horses.
Mm-hmm.
James was a children's book writer and artist. He did a book called Smokey, which is best remembered. And he was a god figure to me. I mean, I was an obsessive for his work. We were all syndicalists in those days, and we were all Julie Schwartz book edited fans. And Kane was my god.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to work for him 5 years later when his assistant died in his sleep. And I was just terrible. I wasn't really available to do any actual work for him.
Who was his assistant before you?
A guy named Tim Battersby, who died at 21 of an undiagnosed heart ailment. We live in a world where we complain about all sorts of various stuffs, but we look back at a time when a guy of 21 could be undiagnosed of a disease that would kill him in his sleep. I was in terror that I'd end up like Wallace Wood because I really wanted to end up like Gil Kane. And Gil was a complex and complicated and contradictory guy. He was very difficult. All of the rumors about his misdemeanorish behavior, I won't say larcenous, but were true.
Mm-hmm.
He lived way beyond his means. He had a cavalier attitude toward much of the truth, but he was also an astonishing autodidact. I cannot convey that enough. He was a guy with a 10th grade education. Steve Grant has used the phrase retraining in regard to Gil. Steve was also a pal of Gil's, and if you ever want to have someone on the show that's worth talking, Steve is a great guy to chat with. Gil was a guy who began his career as an assistant at the Simon Kirby shop. Ghosted a couple of either Newsboy Legion or Boy Commanders, I forget which, and they were just terrible. But he was a kid; they were all children back then. He was the least of his generation. And he went through a number of iterations. I mean, he was imitating Jack, and then of course in the late 40s, he was imitating Alex and the Sachs and Bernie Sachs and the Barry Boys. And it isn't until he comes under the influence of Vern Hogarth, who I regard as a fraud and a mountebank, that he was able to. He was the only guy I've ever known was able to take anything of value out of Hogarth, and by sifting it through the sieve of George Bridgman, finding an anatomical system. And this.
All right, welcome to the panel. Let's see, let's bring him in with this one.
Breaking news.
Yeah, man. What's up, Bleak?
Not too much. What's going on?
Just doing a little research on good old Marie and Gil.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Marie Severin and Gil Kane, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marie, man. The more you learn, dude, it's like, wow. She's in.
She did coloring, I think, on Star Wars #1, which is weird.
This coincided with the advent of the Marvel Age of comics in the mid '60s. Now, we've had this conversation both in public and in private. Stan always regarded Gil's work as kind of swishy in the earlier days because Gil was obsessed with modern dance, and his figures moved like dancers. They were built like dancers. Much of the conversation that I had with him when I was a kid, when I was 18 and 19, working for him, was about him going to the theater in the late 1940s, where you can get it for 50 cents. 50 cents to see Marlon Brando in A Streetcar Named Desire, and SRO. But what the hell? Why not? And so much of his work is informed by this. Years ago, what I did was I pushed it 50 years into the future to move it out of the first half of the 20th century, move it to the second. And it worked. It worked really well. I wrote the script. I wrote 4 50-page books, which gave me a lot of room to open up. It was really wide open. On vellum, a facsimile of one of his pencil drawings. And it is an absolutely breathtaking example of spatial organization. And in the text, it says, Dormer says, just draw more people. No. I mean, no, it's not. Gil was the guy who really understood the Dorn lessons. When Gil did volumes in mass, he would fill the foreground with figures and then suggest the rest of those people.
Right.
And they were just bits and pieces of it. I love that.
Yes.
That's one of the things I definitely learned from him.
One of the, like his superhero stuff here, when John Romita inked him, it was magic. These two together, to me, are just like, this is Marvel, from this period. The action, the dynamism, the beautiful structure of the figures.
I love Sid Green's inks on him back in the day on Green Lantern. I love that stuff. But for me, what I love most, my favorite aspect of this stuff is that string of Western covers he did for Marvel throughout this.
Yes. Oh, I got one here.
I got one too.
Absolutely batshit. Oh,
got a couple of them. I need to get more.
I mean, look at that. I mean, Gil was
There's so much going on here. I mean, you've got our focus on our main character. You got our foreground figures with the guns intimating, what's happening, and then you got the reflections of the dudes in the water.
Well, I mean, a couple of months ago, in the course of the Subjective Lockdown Film Festival, we watched a Sidney Lumet picture from the 1960s. Right?
Yeah. And nobody, John Buscema might be the only one who can draw horses as good as Gil, because just like his human figures, there's
his a collection of. Hold on a second. Stay there. Don't go.
All right. I will share this other cool cover. This looks like it was inked by Klaus Janson. And I love the power of this cover. Now,
inked by someone like Chris Samney.
Yeah. All right, so that's today's interview segment. We're just going to hang out now. It's interesting to know that he really liked the westerns. Of all the shit he did.
I wonder when they're going to get their due, man. They've really been overlooked for a while now.
Fucking westerns. I got a really clean Kid Colt in there. I bet that's a fucking Gil Kane because it's so good.
Kid Colts are pretty popular because that's the first prototype for Black Panther or something like that. Is it Kid Colt?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a prototype in there. You're right.
But I think that's pretty much the only one that sells at a high. Like, I don't see it. Like, not a lot of people are clamoring for Western books.
Not too much, no.
I do wonder when it's going to pop up. Just like, oh my God.
Breaking news.
Books all of a sudden.
Well, who that?
Breaking news.
Breaking news indeed.
Yeah.
Y'all don't hear this fan that's blowing out.
No.
Yeah.
No.
My AC's acting up, so I have to have a fan on.
Yeah, cheap classical comic art. I might get some westerns. I don't know. Now that I know Gil Kane enjoyed it, I'm right. Well, shit. I guess I gotta go take the dog out to piss. You can't do it, Melody? All right. Of course.
We got you.
I'll be back.
What's going on, Hoodat? How you doing, buddy?
Just packing stuff up to be sent out next. Well, I'm gonna probably mail everything out Friday.
Yeah, I gotta mail some stuff out myself.
So I'll probably just wait till Friday and get all that stuff out. And stuff is moving a little bit back to normal.
Yeah, everything's sort of been getting trapped at the border that I've sent the last couple of packages. I figure they're just trying to slow down mail.
Yeah, it's holiday stuff. I mean, it's like they're trying to get everything, all the stuff they guaranteed to get there before Christmas.
Yeah.
So anything that got mailed out on those dates that they said, they're getting anything, all those out. I think it was like Friday or so. So like anything that was like Saturday or today, they're probably gonna get it, and there's gonna be like, yeah, we have it, but it's not gonna move because it's not priority.
Yeah.
We got you, TM. Whenever biggies come back, we'll let them know you're here.
No, we're not gonna let them know. We're just gonna be like, no, there's no TM. What are you talking about?
All right, I don't know if anybody's there. I'll tell you one thing down here in the States, this ground advantage packaging is moving way faster than like priority.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which is crazy because priority is supposed to be, not. It's like second fastest. Express is supposed to be the first.
Yeah, you would think priority would be, in the name, priority.
Yeah, but it's not. Ground advantage is moving way faster because I got a package through Ground Advantage today. I didn't think I was going to get this after Christmas, and this got mailed out. I'm about to tell you when this got mailed out. It came from New York. It got mailed out on the 18th. So, or the label was made on the 18th, and mine was dropped off on the 19th. But all in all, I didn't expect to get it when I am getting it. And shout out to everybody for the holidays. They got people who are around. If you need to talk to somebody, hang out with somebody, I'm pretty sure they won't mind.
There's always someone around if you need someone to talk to.
Yeah. And I don't know if they're going to do an astonishing auction if people are looking for some content to watch. So, I know they did a Thanksgiving one, so I assume they're going to do Christmas too. It's kind of one of those things that, people might not have something to do, don't have nowhere to go, and, you can at least hang out and watch a auction. He might not buy anything, but hey, he might just hang out.
Breaking news.
Hello.
What up, Tio?
Nothing. Just got home.
Nice.
Went and got a tea from Tim Hortons. I was like, you know what? I need a chai tea. Or no, sorry, chai.
Chai tea. So I watched your stream yesterday there, Blake. It was pretty interesting. I didn't know it was so theatrical.
Yeah, there was some
You guys can tell me about that part, dude.
Yeah, there was some theatrics. There was a poem and a song.
The whole theater fucking thing. I've never would have known, dude.
There was a comic being portrayed while he was singing, so there was art involved.
Yeah. Yeah, did y'all see this, Who Dat or TM? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know.
Oh man, it
I
was
missed
something.
It was.
Maybe I should go show it. I think this is worthy of a replay. It was kind of awkward at the end because there's like a little bit of like watching it and like saying, "Hey, that was good," and then it got a little awkwardly quiet. I'll say. All right, let's get to it. Mr. Bobby Delegato made a really cool song. You guys want to check it out? I'll show it to you.
That's good.
All right. Do. All right. So it was about. Where was it? It was way in the beginning, wasn't it?
Pretty after Steven.
Yeah. Right before Steppo took off. Oh, this was an old one. My bad.
He did another one later on in the show too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. So you guys showed a bunch of books. I don't know.
Shoot, I popped in there at the game.
Yeah, you were in there at the game.
Am I fucking this up? Like, I feel like I'm watching a different stream.
What's the date on this one? This one was 1 day ago. Yep, this is the right one.
Be it. Here we go. Yeah, this is it right here. All right.
Iron Man was so good. And Don Heck, and you look at Don Heck's, oh, that's great.
That's great.
Yeah, I wrote a Christmas
ice
season. I wrote a little Christmas jingle, and I like to share it with y'all. You know, I did it last night on Tony Bird. I was gonna do it on the Blame Fable show Friday, but I incapacitated myself and I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing, but I did it last night. I drew graphics to go along with it. Yeah, it's a Christmas parody. There you go. That's what the word I was looking for. And if I may, I'd like to do it for y'all right now, if I could.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
All right, man. Yeah, it was like it's called I Saw Santa Claus 2025. Yeah, and it goes a little something like this. I heard you seen Santa Claus. I did. I really did see Santa Claus. In fact, I saw ICE detaining Santa Claus. They had him all hemmed up on the side of the road. Imagine his surprise when they had him all zip-tied. They threw the reindeer in the van. I hope you people understand that I saw ICE deporting Santa Claus. They disappeared him to Alligator Alcatraz. Well, it was under Christmas lights that they took away his civil rights. Come back home, Santa Claus. Come back home. But wait, that's not all, because I saw Santa eating cats and dogs underneath the freaking bridge last night. Meow, 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 meow. It was making me kind of ill, but he was cooking them on the grill. He told me I should come with him where we could drink and chill, but I saw Santa eating cats and dogs. He was licking out fur and teeth and blood and bone. What a good time it'll be having kitty fricassee with my little homie Santa Claus. But wait, there's more. Because I saw Pete Hex blow up, boom, Santa Claus. Oh, no. Underneath the Venezuelan skies, boom, 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 boom. He was bringing us toys and hugs, but they claimed he was smuggling drugs. They shot him down into the ocean where he said glug, glug, glug. Then I saw Pete Expo up, boom, Santa Claus. He was clinging to a piece of wreckage out in the middle of the sea. But you know he won't take the raft, even though he double tapped on my little homie Santa Claus.
Bye, Steppo.
Yeah, man. And don't worry, kids. Santa's gonna be all right. I got it on good news that he's got a healing factor, and so yeah, he'll still gonna make it. He might not bring you 37 dolls, but hopefully he'll bring you 2. So yeah, man. Love you guys. Thank you.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Steppo had to bounce.
Sorry, Steppo.
Beautiful masterpiece.
Yep.
Thundering applause. That was fucking fucking wow.
Hey, being in the world of liking Dave Chappelle and all these comedians, George Carlin, that was funny. you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh at things. You gotta laugh.
What I do know is I'm not very political, so whatever. I don't really care what people believe in too much.
Yeah, well.
But it's it was definitely. I was like, oh, I was taken off guard.
It's a little fucking strong. A little fucking strong.
It's definitely.
I've heard and seen worse, so that's why I said it was funny. It was just fun. It was on that borderline of I would say SNL. That's all it was reminding me of.
Hey, I'm the last person to say I don't appreciate a good song and gimmick and shit. It's just,
Bobby's always done that. Bobby's always free to sing songs on church. He does it once in a while. I let him do it. That's fine with me.
Yeah. Well, I think depending on the company, you kind of got to read the room sometimes. I would say that. And, maybe some patrons may not be as enthusiastic about some political views. So
fair.
I kind of try to stay away from the politics. I'm a very neutral. Who says they're humanitarian all the time? Is that you?
I do. Yeah, I'm a humanitarian.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal that line from you because I'm a humankind kind of fucking guy. I'm not either side.
Like,
so.
I'm not a this or that. I believe in human rights and humanitarian beliefs.
And being a humanitarian, I don't think it's a fun thing to like pick at either side. Honestly, like people make fun of fucking. I think they call them blue hairs, and then they make fun of the Trump syndrome. And I'm good. I don't really feel like picking on either one.
I don't like doing any of that. Religion, politics. I really don't like picking on any of that shit.
Yeah, so that was just something. I got a card from Mr. Steppo and Susie Q. Thank you very much.
I like that. I like it. It's the peanuts.
Yeah, it was very kind to him. They marked it to Melody and Little Shack, so that was very sweet. Thank you very much. It's nice to know there's people out there. I think Hudat sent a one too, pretty sure, and there's people out in the community.
Yeah, I sent mine all. I actually sent a stack of them all out at the same time. People getting them at different times. Some like literally somebody in California got theirs in 2 days, and then what's his name? Doc just sent me a message saying he just got his today.
Cool.
So I don't, they're postcards. I should have did them maybe a day or two a little earlier, but I thought 10 days was far in advance, but I guess they still haven't gotten to everybody yet. But
yeah, I'm excited to get mine. I can't wait.
Yeah,
so if you guys missed it earlier, I showed a video explaining how Stan Lee thought it was important for people to have different comic book covers and how to use that frame of promotion. And he would ask Mary Severin to do a rough draft of every cover that was going out, and she would draw like quick examples of how the cover should look, and give it to the artist that would do it, and they would basically like copy what ideas she had. They might be changed little tweaks and stuff there, but usually they stick to what Mary Severin done, and I thought that was really neat that her hands are in a little bit of every Marvel comic from that little era, from like 64 to 70 something. So I love that idea. That's one of my favorites. There's the myth, the legend of stuff. We were just enjoying your Santa Claus song, man. I had to do a little replay on it. I thought it was worthy of a replay, my friend. So I'll send you a link if you ain't doing nothing.
Bobby B in the chat. Nice.
Yeah. Good old fucking Bobby, dude. That was very entertaining, my friend. Let's see. I don't know how if I got your fucking link exactly.
I can send it to him if you want.
Yeah, if you don't mind. I've sent it to him before. I'm just not familiar with the whatchamacallit.
Maybe he can perform. Maybe he can perform live for us.
I think I'll pass on that. I think we'll save that for church, man. This is we did the whole thing, so we don't need a second. So, dude, who that? What'd you think of that Jake Paul fight, dude? I know you saw that, right?
Hey, I was watching it. I was watching it live, baby. I was watching it. It was so funny is that other people watching, you had a couple of seconds delay. So I was watching it, I was backstage talking to Tony, and Tony was like, "Ooh, this is Tony's. Be quiet." I said, you're a couple of seconds ahead.
yeah.
But it was I was happy it was a real fight. Like he said, he's gonna heal himself up and go to cruiserweight.
Probably.
That's what he said he's gonna do. So we'll see. But just because you go to the weight class you probably should be, it doesn't mean you're not gonna get knocked out again by some real fighters who've been boxing since they were 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He still made a ton of money for bullshit.
$90
I mean, I'm happy,
buddy. 90 million.
Yeah, but I'm happy Anthony Joshua got a ton of money as well. And he looked like he didn't even, but he got hit one time, but it wasn't even hard enough to shake him.
Anthony Joshua had a good time. He had a big smile on his face. He
it was like sparring.
That last one.
Yeah, it was like a sparring match for him. He was, so he was.
He just came off
paid $90 million to spar.
He just came off of knocking one of the biggest dudes out on the planet. He just knocked out Francis Ngannou. You think Jake Paul's going to give him much? Like, come on, bro. This wasn't even like, come on.
And Francis Ngannou is a guy who can actually, if Francis would have hit Joshua like Jake Paul hit Joshua, he probably would have knocked out Joshua because Francis Francis is strong enough he has a punch, to say it like that.
He's got a hell of a knocker on him for sure.
Yeah. So, you kind of knew, but I knew when I saw him leaning on Anthony Joshua, I said he's leaning on a guy who's 6'6", 250 pounds. I don't even think he's 6'1". I think that's a lie. I think he's like 5'10".
200 pounds. That's what.
I think he's like 5'10", honestly, because Joshua looked like he was like half a foot taller than him. He didn't look like he was 5 inches. You know what I mean? So it was when I saw him leaning, I said, "Oh, he's gonna be tired." Yeah, and guess what? By the third round, he's like, "I can't run around no more."
I'm 100% on calling Jake Paul fights so far. So.
You're only breaking so many damn pieces before.
I wasn't confident enough to bet though. I mean, I should have bet Joshua win by knockout, but
I didn't know. To be honest, actually, Jake's got a hell of a chin on him to get hit like that by Anthony Joshua and not get knocked out.
I would disagree and say he doesn't because he broke his jaw in 2 different places.
Yeah, but he didn't get knocked out, bro.
No chin. He has to get a plate.
Ngannou got knocked out. Ngannou got knocked out. Jake Paul got broken, but he didn't get knocked out.
He was pretty quick to spring up. Actually, I think he could.
He was pretty better.
I think that last one. I think that last one. He knew if he would have got up, he would have probably died. So.
Yeah, he knew something was wrong. I'll be surprised if he could fucking eat correctly after that.
Well, he can't. They said for he has to drink liquids for like a week or something.
Oh, dude. It'll be like a year. He's not going to be able to chew. His
He's
jaws
gonna
are
have
gonna
to
be
get
wired
operations
shut.
on his mouth and shit. He's gonna get
Yeah.
He's gonna lose a lot of weight too. That's what a lot like. That's what how big he was for that fight. You're gonna think he's on drugs or something because you can't really keep that weight on when you're drinking liquids.
Don't forget.
Well, you can't even work out, dude, because that puts that strain on your jaw when you're working out and stuff. You can't work out either.
He also has a shit ton of money. I think he'll be.
Well, yeah, he'll have a lot
quicker
of
than we
money,
think.
but his fucking experience of life is not going to be as fun from now on. I tell you that.
No. I wonder. I just wonder what he's gonna do next. Is he gonna keep fighting? I'm curious.
You should
He
fucking.
said he said he was gonna go into the cruiserweights. He said he's gonna fight.
You can't break your jaw over and over. Like it's not. He's done. There's nothing. I don't think if he would break his jaw after getting it surgically fixed, like with a metal plate or whatever the fuck, he won't have a jaw. Like it'll just be dust. Like I think he needs to. If he gets back in the fucking ring, he's out of his mind. We're going to see fucking bolts coming out of his skin. Like no.
He like Frankenstein.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't care how many billions he even gets. Like you'll be mutilated. It could probably fucking hurt you real bad. So.
Does he have to keep making money, or is he done after this? Like
I don't know why he can't just promote the boxing. Like just get other celebrities to fucking.
He's made $100 million a fight so far. How many?
I was thinking of like
what does he need?
What the fuck did Jake Paul do that pissed everybody off besides being related to fucking Logan?
He's popular.
What the fuck did Jake do? Okay, Jake.
He's a dick.
He was a Disney star.
Yeah,
I know the shit that Logan did to piss people off. Like Logan had a shitty crypto. Logan sold really shitty Lunchable stuff.
Don't forget about showing the guy hanging in Japan.
The fucking thing in China or wherever it was, Japan. Those are all really deplorable things, but the fucking Jake Paul thing, like what the fuck did Jake do? He made a shitty song.
He's just a dickhead. That's all. I don't think he did anything, to be honest.
No, he really didn't. For all the hate he gets, I don't understand it. I don't.
He's
I think he just became he just comes off as a dick.
Yeah,
he does come off as
a spoiled little rich dick. That's what he comes off.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Which is fine. He's allowed to be, brother. Hey, he made all that money all on his own.
Yeah.
He did everything, man. Good for him. He got popular on YouTube. He became a boxer. Good for him, man. Fucking right. Make that money, Jake. Go out and make some money, baby.
Yeah, I get the Logan hate, but I just don't. At this point, I'm kind of like I kind of feel bad for him because he got.
Was he involved in that crypto shit with Logan though? I think he might.
No.
A lot of their business stuff is actually separate.
Yeah,
and that's what Logan kind of was like. He's like, man, I got Prime, and he says I got deals with other I can't have your stuff at my events. Because my deal is not with your Prime. I'm sorry. Like I remember they got in a big fight. They got in a big fight about that.
Last time I heard about Logan Paul, wasn't his wife sending messages to like all sorts of random dudes saying, I need all sorts of big things in me right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, when he was fighting Bill and Dennis, there was a bunch of leaked messages and all sorts of stuff leaked all over the internet.
Yeah, well, it was a fun ride. You know, I don't know if he could have done it any bigger than he did. What other heavyweight could he have boxed? Had been any more? I mean,
did he do that on purpose? Did he give us that on purpose? Did he know? Like he just?
I don't think he wanted to get knocked out like that. No, I don't. I think that there was probably some kind of clause, and in these contracts these people have, there's probably disclosure. So it's probably like you'll get paid this amount of money if this happens, you know, and if this happens, you won't get this amount of money. So I think that fucking Joshua got paid some money, but not as much as he could have earned. Because I don't see, at the end of the day, it's fucking Jake's fucking gimmick, ain't it? Like he's the one paying him to box.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. The whole world wanted to see Jake Paul get knocked out. We've wanted to see.
We got it.
Since he started boxing, we've all wanted to see it. And do you think that Jake really thought in the back of his mind that he could beat Anthony Joshua? Like, do you really like?
He thought there was a chance, kind of like Rocky thinking he could beat Apollo.
The audacity for somebody to even think that's Jake Paul is insane to me. Anthony, that's insane.
I think there's something to say
Anthony
about
Joshua. I'm sorry, but like to add what Anthony Joshua is what they consider a super heavyweight.
Oh yeah,
people forget that.
He's a pedigree heavyweight. Like he is no joke. He is.
I don't think there's a
joke.
bigger heavyweight he could have fought. I think that Dante and Tyson Fury are a little over the hill.
Yeah,
I think
they're a little over hill. Yeah.
I think Joshua's the premier boxer right now.
The shit out of him. I bet you Dante.
I know, no, they still can. I'm just saying, like in their career, like Joshua could be boxing another 5 years. Like
if Deontay Wilder hit Logan Paul like Joshua hit him, Logan Paul would have had brain.
Oh, dude. I don't know.
He's the second rated, hardest hitting person in history.
Yeah,
that's or only behind George Foreman. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder's right hand is stupid, crazy, lethal. Like it will. I'm kind of glad he broke his jaw and didn't hit him in the fucking head. He would have had brain damage. Like he probably still has it, but if he got hit in the top of the head or behind the head, could you imagine? Like if he got hit behind the head with that punch. I don't know if he.
Oh yeah, they have a guy that actually was a good boxer. I think he was like 15-0 or something. They have a story. It's on. I've seen it on Instagram. He actually got hit in the head during a boxing match, and then like you see him like go down. Like he ended up having brain damage.
Oh yeah,
and like he's like handicapped now and stuff. He have to take care. Like it's bad. Like you get hit in the head from like that's not good.
Huh. Do I have a belt? Yeah, I got a belt, madam. I got one right here. This is the belt I got. So there you go. I wear it sometimes, a little heavy. So I just kind of keep it close. But yeah, I'm not wearing it today. I keep it. I think about I might wear it, but today I think I'll let it chill. It's a little hard to put up back and forth, I got my little prop right here for it though. So
how much you think that weighs? Like, what do you think it weighs? Like
I think it weighs about 7 pounds, 6 pounds.
Okay.
It feels like it weighs 20, but I guess they're 6, but they feel heavier than that. I don't know. I'll have to weigh it for sure. That's what it said. It said 6 pounds of metal. Let me see what these things weigh.
It's probably like a 12-pound belt or something.
It's got to weigh more than 6 pounds.
All the leather and buckles.
But I mean, they got different versions, but trophy, snack, belt, weigh. I'm curious too. It says 6 pounds. It's a heavy fucking 6 pounds, but all right, there you go. Just Google Jake Paul dancing video. I'll take your word for it, Craig. Oh, we got another. I bet it's Bobby. It's Santa Claus, y'all. You ready? Oh man, hold on.
Breaking news.
What up, Bobby?
What's going on, fellas? Ho ho ho.
How you doing?
I think the pictures you drew. So my mom lives in Ohio. We'll just say that. Y'all can know where I live. You don't need to know where. All right, well, anyways, big ice thing going on right now because they have a bunch of Somalians that live there. Wow. And oh, dude, it's all over like Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you could think of, and it's heavy. Like people were the department ICE and all that's hammering on the Somalians, I guess. So it's I don't see it here where I'm at, but it's out there, man. It's a real thing. So what gave you the idea to make that beautiful song you made?
Oh man, it's I'm Bobby De La Ghetto. I'm I'm kind of an actor. I in my old age. When I was younger, I didn't really follow politics and none of that stuff, man. But in my old age, I think it was comic books, man. You know what I mean? There's a reason why Captain America's punching Hitler in the mouth. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a reason why that any comic you see with a concentration camp, those those are the bad guys. You know what I mean? Anybody that's doing, rounding up people and doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? So right away, I just a little voice, man, but I'm trying to use it, this little platform. So I thank you guys for letting me, get out there and it's one thing to play a superhero, but you know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to do it, man. Yeah. And just, any way I can do, anything I can do. It's just, I just want everybody to get along, you know what I mean? And just, stop killing each other, stop beating each other up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know it's tough, man. It's in our nature to not get along and fight and all that stuff, man. But, for future generations, man, I'm like, knock that stuff off, man. Let's just, we ain't got to agree on everything, but let's just, live in peace. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough, man.
How you like the new mask? Boom.
Did you get a new one? Shit, hold on.
MF Doom, man. Straight MF Doom. Yeah, this was
Is it the point on it a little pointier? I thought you wore it yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, no, this is I just got this today, man. This came in the mail. Yeah, my boy Old Wolf 65, man. I reached out to him and see if he could make me a mask. And so he did, and it came through, and yeah, straight MF Doom now. Yeah.
When did you put all the stuff on your wall? Is this the same room you've been in?
This is my bedroom, man. This is where the magic happens. Yeah, and
okay.
This is what
that's where you have all
that's
your
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nice.
So those are the sketches and stuff that I acquired over the years, man. Original artwork and yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you make them have to look at your collection while you're getting it in. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Be careful in there, yeah.
Yeah, some people think of baseball or whatever to go longer, you know what I mean? But I'm thinking of back issues, you know what I mean? And trying to,
I know. Ain't no shark boxes, nothing but long boxes.
Damn. Yeah, I like that though. That's a lot of. What's your favorite piece back there? Do you got one?
Oh, it's got to be the one with over there in the corner with George Perez, where the thing's holding my son as a baby. Yeah,
wow, I could tell from here.
Yeah, that's my Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but I met a lot of cool people, and and if I come away with a sketch, man, that's a big deal for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing a little research on some of the old artists lately. I think I'm going to check out. Who should I check out next? I don't know. I checked out Mary Severin, a little bit of Gil Kane.
Yeah, Marie Severin. Yeah, I got much love. Yeah, she did a lot of work, man. She did a lot of cool stuff. Yeah.
Dude, she did more work than a little bit. Dude, I just watched this thing where she did rough drafts for all the covers for fucking years. That's a lot of work, man.
How about Carmine Infantina?
That's a good one. Yeah, I think I will do him next. Yeah, that's a good idea. Him and Kurt Swan. I need to learn more about both those guys. If it's a little Marvel, I'll do some DC next.
Yeah, Kurt Swan. Yeah, he's a big staple of Superman. He did it for many, many years. Yeah.
I would say those are the two biggest artists they had, wasn't it, back in the 60s? Carmine and Swan, or who else? Cardi? There's a few.
And Kirby, over yeah.
Kirby was there around bronze, I'd say, but yeah.
It's like and Herb Trimpe, you know what I mean? He got on, or he did a big run on the Hulk, you know what I mean? Yeah, Trimpe was over there, and of course Ditko, Spider-Man. He did a lot in this Doctor Strange stuff too.
So I was talking to Doc about Tells 93. He said someone offered him a 9.6 copy. Guess how much they wanted for it?
How much?
9.6 of this bad boy.
How much?
17 grand.
$5K.
Wow.
I don't know if I'd go for it either, though, right now. $5K? Maybe. Not right now, but maybe. If I had 5,000, I'd probably be like, eh. Here, I'll show you another one real quick. So, this guy on Whatnot had a copy of Shock Suspense Story 6. It's a raw copy. And when I first saw this, I said, oh, this is some bullshit. Because they want 1,700 and it looks like a fucking facsimile. It's so clean. Right? But I started looking at it. I'm like, damn, that thing looks like perfect. So I don't know if it's real or not, but it kind of fucked my head up a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's so weird. So we watched he was live when I started figuring it out, and he has some bangers, but I think a Shock Suspense Stories for it to be worth 1,700, I think it's around a 5.0. Let me check. Shock. So you guys getting ready for Christmas? How many days away are we now?
3.
3 fucking days.
Yeah, I'm upset now.
You're
yeah, my Christmas day is ruined. I was gonna make a day of it and watch Stranger Things, wake up, shower or poop, shower, make some tea, and then
Poop?
sit down and watch some Stranger Things. Turns out it doesn't come on until 8 p.m. that night. I was just like, well, there goes my Christmas day is all ruined now.
There goes my poop.
Yeah, I have to hold it.
Oh, damn.
Well, sometimes you gotta wait on good presents, right? Like I think they're just making y'all wait a little longer or some shit. But
yeah,
I got
TM, I was just. Oh, sorry. I was just watching you TM on with Paul 619 over there. Yeah, I just seen your interview. I was just watching that.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like recorded like a month ago or something like that. I'm not sure.
So for that Shock Suspense to be worth 1,700, it'd have to be a 4.0. That fucker looked like it was every bit of a 7.0. So
wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's that's all about, but we don't know if it's got every page in it or if the back cover or any of that shit. That front cover looked good though.
So. Maybe he was just gonna take a cut just to hurry up and he needed some money real quick or something.
Maybe it's a quick Christmas flip. Yeah, I don't know, but
yeah.
Unfortunately, you see deals like that. You'll see a book that's probably priced like 7 times cheaper than it should be, and you're like, should I get this? Well, if you got the money, sure. If you can afford it, but ain't really a biggest fan of it, I'd probably be like, if it's too good of a deal, as the kind of things to stay away from. Like, I could have got a Harley Quinn for I think it was 400 not too long ago. It looked like a 6.0 or something, and it looked real. And I thought it was, but I was like, the deal's too good. I'm going to pass on it. And I just got something else. But yeah, I don't like them kind of deals, really.
You just never know if you got to do it from someone you trust, especially. You never know if it's stolen, if you're on Marketplace or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean, dude. Especially somebody you don't know. You see a deal like that, you're like, it's tempting, but.
Yeah, it's different if you know them from the community. You talk to them. You know what I mean. You guys, yeah, like your friends. And you can, the book's on the up and up. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I offer to people that buy from me is like when I sell something, I'll probably do it on my channel or maybe Bleakers or somewhere, and you can contact me. I'm not going to go anywhere. After you get your book, you could be like, hey, I got my book. If you don't like it, you could send it back, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's a little more comforting. I'd say I'd pay extra for that even instead of some dude that's going to pop up and never be back around. Fuck that shit.
Right.
Yeah. So how's the I got what I wanted for Christmas this year. I wanted there was 2 things in December. What was the first one? I forget. It was like a pay-per-view or something that happened at the beginning. It was around the 9th of December. Anyways, the Jake Paul fight was definitely something I wanted to see. Oh, it was the John Cena thing. So I got to see John Cena's last match, and I got to watch Jake Paul fight. So those were the two events. Is there anything else y'all are waiting to watch? But besides Stranger Things, like I heard that y'all are waiting on that too.
No, you know, I take things as they come. I don't really not watching anything in particular. I think today I was watching Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The newest
That was
one.
pretty good. I liked
Yeah,
it.
it's all right.
I just like that franchise.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see who wins college football and NFL this year. I'm not sure. I'm going with I know the Broncos lost yesterday, but I think Broncos and Niners are my two picks. Are they AFC and NFC? And for college football, I have no fucking idea now that the Buckeyes lost. Who's the number one team? Does anybody know?
No,
Probably,
I don't really.
probably Georgia. I guess I could look it up. I'm guessing Alabama or Georgia, but we'll see. NCAA football top 10. I'll just go with that because that'll be the playoffs pretty much. It goes top 100. That's not what I want. Top 10. Okay. Huh. Okay, let me click this.
No,
All right,
man,
here
you
we
know
go.
I'm sad. You know I'm sad the Chiefs didn't make it this year to the playoffs, man. But hey, we had a good run. I just heard today the Chiefs are moving to the Kansas side, yeah, because the stadium's on the Missouri side. And, it's been there for, I don't know, 50 years or so, but it's one of the oldest stadiums.
Huh.
But by 2030, they're moving over here to the KC side. Yeah, they're going to build a dome and possible Super Bowl and, host or whatever. Yeah, crazy.
So that's very cool. They'll probably make it really nice. My team is Michigan. We're 9-3. That's cool. We're still at 18. The top 5, fucking Indiana. I would never guess that. Georgia's number 2, I assumed. Ohio State's 3. I guess that makes sense. Texas Tech, fucking Oregon, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, and Miami. And then 11's Alabama. So that's an interesting top 10. Indiana, dude. Wow. Fucking Indiana. Huh. All right, let's go with the NFL rankings. Let's see who's number 1.
Congrats to Who Dat, man. I seen you and the daughter over there at the game yesterday at church. Yeah, so that was you guys swept the tore the Jets up. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, they tore them out. They blew them up.
That's always fun when you can watch it live and see it firsthand. The fucking Patriots are number 1. Is that real?
Must be.
Huh. Where's the Niners? Because our record's pretty good. I don't see them anywhere. Oh, well, here's the NFC. My bad. Eagles are still pretty high. Bears looks like number 1, and Niners are 10-4, which is not fucking bad. So there's about 3 or 4 teams ahead of my Niners. Looks like the Bears have the best record. Nope, Seahawks. Seahawks have the best record. Bears, and I think that's it. Then the Niners and a couple other teams probably. Eagles. So cool. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna show a couple books. This is Monday, so I guess the Monday special's coming on pretty soon with Allen and Stepper. TM just did a opening from Dan's Comic Corner, I believe is the name of the channel.
Yeah.
You want to show some of the books, TM, or what are you doing? Chill it. I can show.
Yeah, I can show them if you want.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
All right, guys. Here's my penis. Oh.
That would be a short clip. No, I'm kidding. You want to see first katana before you start? Here, let me show you this real quick. All right, so first katana in comics is also the first Outsiders, I believe, and it's Brave and the Bold 200. Fucking beauty of a cover. I just bought it for the cover. I mean, the key is cool too, but it's just a banger cover. Anyways, just thought I'd show that real quick. That's like a fucking mirror. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's the Delano. That's the Edger. Yeah, Azrael. I don't like that sticker's stuck on the cover though. That sticker's on the cover.
Is that normal? Is it supposed to be there?
No, that's a shop. That's a shop in Halifax.
Hopefully, it'll peel off pretty easy. That's dope.
Yeah. Composite.
I didn't know it was. Okay, that's my favorite. Yeah, I don't know who did that cover, but
Batman and Outsiders. I can find it out. Yeah, I got a few more books, but yeah.
all right, cool. Anybody got anything else they want to say or show before we take off?
No, I'm good.
I'll show my Marvel 2-in-1 number one. Yeah. This was a gift earlier this year from Spilio, John Spilio. Yeah, I was talking about the Thing, and he said, "I got something for you." And yeah, so that was a big deal for me. Yeah, I got the whole run of these and stuff, and I have a number one. But yeah, this one's looks nice, graded up, and so.
Can you let the chat know who the cover artist is? I believe I know, but just read it, please.
Yeah, I believe it's Gil Kane. Yeah, it is Gil Kane and Joe Sanat. Yeah, Gil Kane and Ramita did the cover. Yeah.
Who would have thought? Gil Kane.
Oh, weird, Gil Kane.
Yeah. With the preliminary sketch by Marie Severinson. No, I don't know, man. I don't know if she did that or not, but
no, she didn't. It's Gil Kane. That's who we wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Ramita ain't bad either. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's nice. I need one of those. I want some 2-in-1s, man. I want to get the Marvel team up set, like 1 through 10 or something. That would be fun. And the 2-in-1s, and that's definitely one of the better covers out of that run.
It's crazy how back in them days, you know what I mean, that Marvel, they had Spider-Man team ups, and the Thing had a Marvel 2-in-1. So they both had team up books going, and then in DC, Batman had Brave and the Bold, and Superman had DC Presents or whatever it is. And so there was like 4 team up books going with the most popular characters. I was surprised the Thing was considered, got in there, but he's my favorite dude. So yeah.
Biggie, that cover artist for that Batman and the Outsiders is Alan Davis.
Oh, it's Alan Davis. Fuck. Okay. Yep. Oh, hold on a second. All right. So I just got a couple more, and we'll ride on out of here. So here's my Nightwing, looking pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. And I did that one where they were like 3 amigos, that blank cover. Like that, and I cut the circles out on their faces, and I drew them wearing the 3 amigo costumes. Yeah.
Oh, cool! I think I've seen that.
Yeah. Somebody got that or wanted. Yeah, it went to somebody.
We don't need nothing badges.
Here's my Ditko First Scorpion.
That's a banger.
Beautiful book. Mine's got pink eyeballs, but I kind of don't mind. It's still a pretty sweet book.
Oh yeah,
pretty sweet. And oh shit, that one good.
Careful.
We'll go with these 2, and this is a nice Wolverine.
Bruce Lee homage.
Bruce Lee homage. It don't say the cover artist. Interesting.
I want to say it's Barry Windsor Smith.
It's pretty fucking good. Yeah. Might be Barry.
I think so.
And a Jack Kirby, Don Heck, and Chick Stone art. Jack Kirby, Dick Ayers cover.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a good classic one right there.
I met Dick Ayers a couple times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I know it, man.
Did you ever meet Marie Severin?
No, unfortunately, man. That'd have been sweet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know if she ever rode through town, but yeah, I became a fan of hers. I always liked her art, but I never really, got into it. But I was like, man, she did a lot, and there's a lot of cool stuff that, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
One more time before we go, I'll show my cool Mary Severin I got.
That's my favorite one.
It's a lot of people like this one the most, I think.
Yeah.
Even though I like the 102 a lot too, but I like that one more.
That 102 is so fucking gnarly. Yeah, I think my favorite is the Living Tribunal. I like her Living Tribunal a lot, but now that I know she did every fucking cover, like, she pretty much did every cover.
I had that story in a reprint as a kid. I remember reading that. It was a good one. Yeah.
I should read that.
Silver Surfer was always more powerful than Hulk, but when Hulk did, when he became the World Breaker or whatever, he beat Silver Surfer in the arena, like gladiator style, yeah.
I just got my replacement trophy.
Oh, did you?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my boss dropped it off. Came in the mail. Let's see. Hopefully it's all in one piece, and it is. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
nice.
They did it right.
Yeah, man. I even told him not to. I was like, "Nah, don't worry about it, man. It costs too much money. Don't worry about it." And he said, "No, he's going to do it." So, thanks, Brian. Appreciate you, brother.
Hell yeah.
Give it a little spin before we go.
Spin-a-roni.
Yeah, let's see if it spins good.
Well, hold on. Let me put it down.
Yeah. You kind of need two hands
drop
like
it,
a
man. Don't
basketball.
drop it.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's see if it spins right. Oh,
froze.
We will never know. It's a cliffhanger. All right. Well, I see it says it there. That's a good way to freeze it, though. I guess we'll find out in the background if he comes back. But we're going to get on out of here. Melody wants to take a little siesta, so I'm going to oblige. What's this say? Kingdom of Nerves, Bruce Inferno pulled golden ticket. No, he didn't. Is that the Brucifer guy?
Yeah, I think that's what he means, Brucifer.
Motherfucker. Fucking Brucifer pulled out. What a lucky dog. Good for him, man. All right. Well, see you later, Canadian. Later, Benny, Blaster, or Madam, Craig. Let's see. Birdman, Bobby, Dan, Dindo, all these other guys. Hashtag enjoy. See y'all tomorrow.
Biggie. Biggie.